Ayo, ayo, back on the grind again. Not much to really talk about today. I do have a funny little story though, with actually revolving around um, yesterday's episode. It was my first episode of 15 minutes, which is kind of a shock because it was like I felt like I had some that was longer than that, but apparently not. But YouTube doesn't let you record. I mean, release videos that are over 15 minutes um, without uh, verifying your account, which I didn't realize I didn't do yet either. So after I was done with yesterday's episode, I had to sit and do that. I had to verify my account and then go and uh, put it. And also, it's the longest it took to process. It took like an hour to process, which is crazy. Um, you know, bad, not the best computer. That's a lie. My computer's pretty fine. It needs like top of the line to replace the stuff that I have at the moment. It's about like because it was bought like 4 years ago or something. No, closer to like five, but it was all top of the line at that time. So like, it's still pretty good to this day. But anyway, that's not the point. I think that's like internet that the thing was at. But we're back here with more Pokemon. Actually, I got a lot farther than this. I don't know if I said it in the last episode, but I'm doing a Professor Oak challenge, which is gonna take forever because we're doing it in Kaizo Emerald, and the amount of Pokemon that are in this is super long. But I actually today I was just playing off the thing because this is not like a series the like the Undertale is gonna be. So I don't feel a need to show everything. Also, I don't think anyone wants to see me uh, grind for 500 hours because I gotta get all these Pokemon to max evolution, which is not fun. Maybe no. I was gonna say maybe I'd turn this try to make a John Stone like video on this, but I have not been recording and like really all I have is the last time and then this time. So this is mostly gonna be a hey look I did it type thing as we check in up on it every now and then. But we are now we just have the things in Rustboro because they added encounters in every single one of the towns. And then any area I can go to after that. So, like you could go to the left, you go to the right, and you can go up. And then once I'm locked out, then I can evolve everything. But I am already got halfway through box three, and every single one of these Pokemon need to. Technically, this Pichu doesn't need to evolve because on the next one I picked up Pikachu. Also, any stone evos that I don't have a way of getting the stone for, because like Sunkerns get Sunstones, so realistically I can pick up any Pokemon that needs to evolve through Sunstone. I have to grind out multiple Sunstones, and like Slugma had a Firestone, so I'm gonna need to pick up another one, because both Vulpix and Growlithe evolved through Firestones. But it's gonna be fun. Um, and by fun I mean I'm a big not mind numbing fun. Um, if I'm not doing three things, you know, I'm not doing anything at all, honestly. Um, so this is. Oh, I should probably pick up these berries while I'm here because you never know when you need berries. And I think it's very funny because I'm only like 10 episodes in, and the I'm so much more. I wouldn't say open, but I feel like I'm better in front of like the microphone, even though I feel that could be up to interpretation, and I don't know how well the microphone actually is. I very rarely listen to myself afterwards. I'm not quite there. I think after the year is done, like obviously throughout the year, I might um, look back, maybe after like every month, look back and like really focus. But like starting next month is gonna be the big thing because next week I'm getting the Elgato thing. Next month is gonna start with probably me playing through all of Persona 3 Reloaded, except I'm gonna do that on camera and maybe I'll cut it up through days. These gonna be some long uploads I'm talking about. Like I'm gonna sit here, there's gonna be a lot of silence because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk during the whole time. I don't know. Maybe I will. But these are gonna be some long uploads because I'm gonna take all the time I can to play that game because I loved Persona 5 and I loved playing Persona 5 Royal too. Um, I didn't find out about the games. I finally sat down and played those games when COVID happened because when you have spring break and then suddenly you're like, oh yeah, spring break's let out for a week. You go, what can I do for a week? Because I have asthma. My mom was super paranoid, so she said we're all gonna lock up in our rooms and we're just gonna vibe till this thing is over. So I was like, okay, I have a week in my room. What am I gonna do? And I had Persona 5, and I said, well, I'm gonna play Persona 5 because Persona 5 Royal just came out at that time, and obviously I didn't have any money because I did not. Oh, I'm not even. I don't even need to be here. I already caught a Pokemon in this area. I don't know why I'm just doing this. But yeah. So actually, I watched Afro Senju's Persona 5 run, Persona 5 Royal like live streams while I played through OG Persona 5 because I was. Ooh, this is a problem. I'd swap Pokemon. Um, because I do not have. I went in without a Pokemon that could, well, a move that can do damage against ghosts. I am getting my ass handed to me by a level 8 Duskull, which is crazy because he has technically perfected himself 500 times, bro. I'm gonna Pikachu. Um, but yeah, and so I watched it like side by side, kind of like what I do with most of my gaming. I feel like this is a good way for me to process the game without having other things because it's that other thing that I need to do. Words are hard. I'm having trouble playing through games because I can't concentrate on the game. I feel like this is a good way to kind of concentrate on the game without having a show or something up. I'll just play through, and during the times I can't concentrate, I'll talk, and we'll get through. But yeah, I'm a big mind-numbing game person, uh, and so I just normally play through the game and uh, have something on in the background, which is what I did with Persona 5. I love that game. I played, like I said, I think I put 180 hours in that game in my first playthrough, and it was all like a week straight. Like I stayed in my room, I because there was no other things to do, and I literally just played this game and ate, slept, went to the bathroom. Honestly, it's very gross to say that probably I did not take too many showers during that time because I assumed like I didn't go anywhere. So my brain was like, oh, I don't need a shower. I'll just use that time to play more Persona. Um, and then for my birthday, actually, um, I got more. I got Persona 5 Royal. So I played through that for my birthday, and uh, oops, that's what happens when you spam buttons. And so that was my big Persona 5 thing, and I got Persona 3 Fest, which I tried to play through with on the PlayStation 3 because I have a PlayStation 3 Fat that I picked up um so that I could play all PlayStation games, but because if if you don't know the first generation of PlayStation 3s. They allow you to play through PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games. And technically, this isn't. I think the one I have is the partial. I think there's two generations of the one generation, if that makes sense. And there's one that does partial emulation for I think PS2 games, and one that does full emulation for PS2 games. I think I have the partial emulation one, which I mean it doesn't really matter. It's PlayStation 2 games. Um, and I'm trying to play through actually Kingdom Hearts 1 right now because I've platinumed that game twice. Platinumed it once on my dad's PlayStation Now account or PlayStation account because I wasn't allowed to have a PlayStation account for the longest time. And then when I got one, because my dad was actually annoyed with how much my friends would talk to him. Well, will try to talk to him while he was online. Um, that he forced me to get my own account. It was very funny. But then I platinumed Persona, not Persona, um, Kingdom Hearts 1 on there as well, and I think I have like 15 games now since then. I don't know why I threw out Pikachu the 4 times week to fire guy against the level 9 Bulbasaur, but yeah, this I thought this game would be a fun one to Professor Oak because like the idea when you look at Kaizo Emerald, you go, oh, this is this game is built. I throw a great ball. Apparently, this game hates me because goddamn is this one Bulbasaur tearing through all of my Pokemon. Get in the goddamn ball. What was I gonna say? But this game is like, oh, I want to Nuzlocke the game because it's harder and all that. But I'm like, there's so much to this game that a Nuzlocke does not appreciate. Because this game is, yeah, let's make the game harder, but also this game is more than that. It's, as you can see, it's one of the biggest things that they did is they made it so that every single Pokemon is acquirable in this game, and that's crazy. Like, not something you would think. I mean, like, it's not something you could appreciate in Nuzlocke. You can only catch one Pokemon per route, and it's like it makes sense why you Nuzlocke it, but I wanted to try something else. So I'm Professor Oak challenging it, which makes the actual difficulty of this game. Maybe I'll come back later and actually Nuzlocke it. Makes the difficulty of this game kind of useless because I'm going through and I really can't win. By the way, first it was a 4 times week um, grass type versus my like water, and now it's a water type against my fire type that I'm just trying to like level up. Yeah, Ampharos is done, so that's one Pokemon of the many that I have to go through. And none of that is, well, I say none of that. Technically, you're watching it right now, but about like a, a bit every day, that is gonna be recorded. But most of it's not. Maybe uh, if I continue this tomorrow and not play Undertale, it's up to whatever I want to do. But I might like I might be a gym and a half down, and I'm in a completely different area with. I'm lying to you. I can't get all this Pokemon done in one day. That is insanity. Um, but my mom not diagnosed with COVID, but she has one of her one of her not coworkers, but like one of the people at her work got sick with COVID, and so she has to take 72 hours, and so she has to go do that, and so that means no practice tomorrow because normally we'd be coaching it, and no practice Sunday, which is kind of sad. But hopefully that means practice on Monday, even though technically that's under the 72 hours. But she says if they're gonna make her work, like her work is gonna make her work, she's going to practice. So hopefully that, because that would be my first actual scrimmage day. I don't want to miss that. Um, oh, also today was not awful at work, but like so hot. It's it was like 80 normally, but because it was my first day back in the kitchen, it's been a while since I've worked there because they cha- they changed the hours of like the kitchen shifts, and they didn't match up with what my hours are, so they just haven't been giving it. But they gave it to me today because normally I double today, but instead I just did 5 to 9 for that, and it's so much hotter back there, and it's like I was sweating. Like I needed Powerade just to make sure I had my vitamins that I was losing out of my sweat. But who else do I need in this area? Cynical, not cynical. Why am I saying that? Um, God, how am I? This Chikorita. That's what it was. That's one that I'm at least missing. I have a little guide up that I don't think you can see. Actually, I don't really know much. What I'm hoping you're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm not just talking for a long time about nothing. Oh, our screen is all over the place today. I'm adjusting it now. So there's this need of. I guess that's better. I don't know why it was so tiny. Um, I guess that's why people, when normally they stream Pokemon, they use borders. They'd have like the team or whatever, and I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. Um, but yeah, the I have a little route guide because obviously if I need to catch all the Pokemon, but obviously I can't show you that because I have game capture on. So, and it's technically like an application capture. Uh, so it's only capturing the game. It's not capturing my whole screen. For the better, you never want to be like, I'm not a streamer. This is sounding more incriminating as it goes on. I I don't use my computer for dumb shit, but you never want to have that slip up. Um, just in case, I don't know, maybe in the future I weirdly do use my computer for that. I don't know. It's just I'm just gonna stop that sentence there. Point is, I I think it would be better to look at just the capture screen. I see no reason for you guys to see the dumb little route guide that tells you that I am waiting on a 4% Chikorita encounter. Oh, and a 1% execute encounter in this area. Let's see what other. I do need to. I want to pick up, like I said, there's an Elgato like video recorder because I don't think I'm ever gonna stream. There's just there's something about a not strictly like a recording that I like better. Maybe one day I'll be cool and do more than what I do in terms of my recording, because realistically I just sit down. This Chikorita is beating my ass. Get in the ball. Um, Pikachu fainted. But there's like I just sit down and I talk in a microphone that I don't even know works for 10 to 20 minutes. Well, I talk to you about my day because that's the whole purpose. And starting next month, I want to do more overall things. Obviously, I'm still new to the whole recording thing, so I'm a little concerned to be recording other things, like the, um, like I said, I needed to, like, I want to record me drawing and stuff like that. Right now, I said like half a month ago at this point that I was gonna record me drawing um, the little avatar thing. Not avatar. It's not like I'm a VTuber, but I think is that everyone? Let's see, I'll have to go back to the. But I just want I want a bit of a buffer, right? I was trying at first to do the recording and the gameplay separately, and what that happens to do was I very much um I I couldn't like time things right. I had to like for the Yu-Gi-Oh video. I played like 3 matches of Yu-Gi-Oh. That one was the most interesting match, even though I had lost. Even there was ones I won, but like that one had like highs and lows. But I can't really comment on Yu-Gi-Oh match like I can this. And I'm like, I don't know why I didn't think of this to begin with. I guess I was concerned that I would just I don't know what I was concerned. But the point is, there's other things I wanted to do, so maybe that'll work better for the those things like the trying to learn guitar and stuff like that. It's like there's only so much guitaring and or talking I could do at the same time. So realistically, like that one might be um, record separately from my like audio and visual and stuff like that, which is why started just playing games because it's a lot easier to just sit here and play games while I talk to you for 20 minutes instead of recording for 20 minutes and then talking to you for 20 minutes because I'm staring when I'm doing it that way. I'm just staring at the screen. Well, I just stare at the screen. So I have. Do I not have C dot? Did I already pick up C dot? Because I feel like I've killed. Oh, I already picked up C dot a different route. Like I feel like I killed a bunch of C dots. Cacnea, Bellsprout, Oddish I already had. Yaki's right here. Hoppip, I had a different route. 102. Second, I had a different route. Roselia, Chikorita, Bulbasaur, Execute, Lotad. Alright, that's actually everyone for that one. So, let's see where we can go. Oh, right, that's. What's it called? Jubilife in Diamond and Pearl. It's the one where you can go left. But actually, I can go up, which is there a patch of grass up here? No, but there is water I can go to. What route is this? This is Route 115. Okay, well, I don't think they took much into Route 115 because you can't really do anything until you come all the way back. But let's look for it and see if there's anything. Um, I'll do this. I was talking yesterday about Spider-Man, and I've not read much of Spider-Man, which is why it might sound like my it might sound weird my opinions on it. Is Route 115 like just not here? We just it's like a might sound a little weird on it and like yeah, this is Route 116. Did we just not care about Route 115? I guess probably the idea is that you could catch a Route 115 right here. Kabuto and Ammonite with the old rod. That's gonna be awful. Why do they give you these things so early? Because those guys are gonna be God level 40, I think is what it requires to evolve them. That I have to grind to, which is not gonna be fun. Pokemon's on hook. Ammonite. Yeah, they're level 9. Great. And he's gonna beat my ass because why wouldn't he? I have no easy way of doing anything to you before you kill me. Okay. I think Bubble might kill. Bubble won't kill. Okay. Problem is, oh, 500 bubbles will kill. That's how it works. Okay. I need to buy more Pokeballs, one for one. And I'm actually gonna put Ampharos back in the party, so that when the other people beat up, I'll have someone to just chuck balls because he's like level Ampharos level 30. Um, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I named my okay, the Premier balls aren't worth it, bruh. I'm just gonna buy 91, 99. But I named my starter, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a um Nuzlocke, and then I proceeded to take 500. Like I was like, oh, I was like, okay, then I will. I'll just follow because I found out about the 500 different Pokemon that are in this. I was like, you know what? I want to do this. Like I want to catch all the Pokemon, but I'll try to keep them to the level caps, and then I proceeded to the like I got too high to the level caps um very early on. I think my Mudkip got to level 15 on Route 1 trying to catch the 1% encounters. And it's like, yeah, I could have just not killed any encounter that wasn't the 1% encounter, but it's like it's already there. Oops. I don't need you. Should have killed him. I just talked about how I was gonna kill. I've been killing every encounter that isn't the encounter I need, and I proceeded to let just run away from him. Problem is he is very good at being super effective to my Koolava, as my Koolava is now almost dead. Now I have to walk my happy little butt all the way back to the Pokemart to heal my Koolava. And yes, I'm using speed up functions, mostly because like there's no reason not to. I'm not gonna. I'm like if I have to play it this way, like so like, you couldn't even watch me if I didn't play it this way. So there's no reason not to use the functions given to me to make the game a little better. I'm just gonna run because screw him, bruh. He's way too easy to beat me up. I forgot how annoying fishing is in this game. Don't get me started on. I was trying to catch up all the Pokemon, like complete the Pokédex in Gen 3. I know, crazy. I, but the I never realized like I before this like I played Gen 3 before and all this, but Feebas is the worst. I don't know why anyone talks about that too much. Mostly because they've just were like 5 generations later, and Feebas is not that hard to catch anymore. But it's like no one really talks about catching Feebas in Gen 3. It's literally just a luck and a prayer. You're supposed to go to every single um, spot and fish 5 times, successfully fish 5 times, to guarantee that that slot is crossed off. And then you go to the next spot. There is about like 200 something spots, and Feebas appears in 6 of them. And the best part is they reset every day. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Who? I bet no one knew Feebas even existed back when this game came out. Like, you tell me pre-internet that this people thought like believed that this was a thing? No. Sorry, I got super focused. I feel like that would be the like that there is the big reason why I feel like I would end up just not talking. There would be a lot of not talking in in a stream, which I'm like I feel like there's a need to be entertaining, which is weird because like I guess that's the mindset of the new age YouTube. It's yeah, you gotta be entertaining because you gotta keep an audience to then get the monies. But realistically, I'm just doing this because I want to get better at talking to people. It's quite simple. And I don't know if this will help me in real life to get better at talking to people. It's kind of just like a hope and a prayer. But I feel like um, if and I don't know if this is the right like this might be a really dumb way to think about things, but it's like if I get real used to talking to not a camera, I'm not quite there yet. Maybe in a few months, I don't know. That's the thing. It's like I'm still very camera shy. This is me talking to a screen, and actually, I forget that I'm even talking. I have to talk like talking like I'm recording it. This guy is a jerk. Ambrose, get out of here. Thank you. I didn't really. I don't need Ambrose now. Oh, this is just his whole like thing. That was not his whole thing, but I'm gonna die because yeah. Oh, it's good knowing you, Pikachu. It was like the second I saw that Mega Drain, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna die. I'm getting my butt handed to me by these trainers, mostly because I'm not paying attention to what I should be doing. Because this isn't a Nuzlocke, I can always go back to heal, and I have a level 30 in my party, so there's only so much that they could do to me. They only beat me up so much. Oh, that's interesting. They changed the route. I saw this earlier, but they like to change the route path to make you have to go. Uh, what was that? Just killed himself. He's like, I'm not going into Pokeball, no matter what you tell me. But they changed the route path to make it so that you actually fight the trainers, which is pretty interesting. Oh yeah, now he can kill himself again. Yep, there, Memento. I didn't mean to talk to you. And so it's like you get a bit of a bonus to not like go that like you saw there was an item there. Actually, I don't even realize what item it was. This is awful, by the way. Confused and paralyzed. That is my luck. Um, I don't know what to do. I guess mud shot. Yeah. Level 17 for Pikachu. I have to walk myself all the way back because I'm trying to level up Cyndaquil. And I mean, technically, like I'm going to the obvious grass area to level up Cyndaquil when uh, I actually get there. But I'm like, I gotta get all the areas, and getting all the areas includes getting this dumb Grimer that instantly mementos. This is like Aber level of annoyance because yeah, he's gonna die turn one means I can't do anything. Also, every giving a lot of Pokemon fake out is crazy. I don't really have an ending of this episode. I'm just kind of rambling. Um, which I guess is the how streams end up. It's just I ramble for forever, and then suddenly I'm. Why am I even using? I Koala is the unluckiest Pokemon I have, right? That is the second time he got paralyzed repeatedly. Well, I guess actually that will be probably it for today. I'm gonna go back and heal because I don't really have much else to say, and so normally that's a good sign for me to call it. So anyway, I don't really have much else to say. So I guess see you tomorrow, and we're gonna save. This is gonna change a lot. Oh, I'm already at almost at 100 Pokemon. Okay, okay. See you tomorrow.